prioritize tasks. Hello and welcome back. This is our journey of resolution mastery, how to achieve our goals and our desires without giving up. And in the last videos, we've been talking about creating an effective plan of action and of execution of our goals and our desires. However, in the busyness of the day, with all these long to-do lists of personal and professional tasks, is really hard sometimes to keep up with the goals and our desires, and we can easily get lost and lose focus of what is really important and meaningful for us. For that reason, we need tools that can help us to really stay on track and stay focused on our goals and our desires. And in this video, I want to share one amazing tool, which is the Eisenhower matrix, or also known as urgent important matrix. This is, you can see it on the screen now, but this is a time management tool that can help us prioritize our tasks based on their urgency and importance. And you can see on the screen there's 4 quadrants, and the first one on the top left is urgent and important tasks. Generally, these are tasks which require our intention now. We have to do it now, because if we don't do it, they have significant consequences in our life. These are like projects with deadlines and crisis management things we have to deal with on a professional and personal level. The second quadrant is important but not urgent. This is on our top right. We have to shadow, and this is where we literally have our strategic planning about our personal development, about our relationship building, or self-improving tasks and achievements. All these activities, they are long-term related with our goals and personal growth, and this is where we can plan and decide and shadow a time to do all of it. The next one is urgent but not important. We can learn how to delegate. The question we can ask ourselves is, who can do it for me? What I can delegate, and we can delegate as much as possible, which can release more time for us. And these are tasks which are urgent and not important, and this is the bottom left on our screen. And one amazing example is that, for example, we don't have to go and do our grocery shopping. There are a lot of delivery companies that can do it for us. Someone else can do it for us. And this is just one example of how we can delegate all these tasks. We can go to the next quadrant, which is not urgent, not important. And these are all these activities and tasks and generally time-wasting activities we are having in our life, which are really time-consuming, and we're just wasting our time. Times like browsing in the social media, watching things we don't have to watch, watching telly. All these tasks are not necessary for us to have. And all this matrix is helping us really to prioritize our tasks on a daily basis. If we get back to our example of, if I wanted to run 5K till the end of June, this is amazing way I can really prioritize my tasks. For example, for the first quadrant, what is really urgent, I have to see which tasks are really urgent, which are related to my personal goal. For example, if I wanted to reach really 5K in the end of June, what do I need to do first? Do I need to change my diet? Do you really I have to go and put my name in a running club? What is the first task which is really important? The second one is important, not urgent. For example, in this example is what I can do really in the future, how I can create this plan, and to put these times when I'm running with a club, when I'm having my classes, for example, when I'm taking maybe mindset classes, or some classes of how to stretch after running, or how to breathe properly. All these classes and all these moments, I can put them in a long-term agenda, and this is what helps me with all these tasks. The next one is, what can I delegate? For example, if I have running class, How can I delegate something which is not so relevant to my long-term goals? But for example, family, if I have children, is there anyone else, maybe my partner, they can look after our children while I'm running, while I'm watching this mindset training program? Who can help me with this? Or as I said, the grocery shopping, if I need this, I can just call the delivery company. They can do it for me so I can have the time to run. The next one is just to avoid and delete, eliminate all the tasks that are not necessarily bringing the result I'm after in my life. Waste timing activities, they have to be away from my life, from my agenda, from my tasks, because remember, we all have 24 hours a day. The question is, how do we spend this time? And time is precious. This is the resource we have to manage in the most proper way. So go back, take the matrix, think about it. And in the previous video, we talked about mapping and what tasks we need to achieve our goal. Take this matrix and put all the tasks where they are, and you will be absolutely effective in what you're doing. And in the next video, I will share the second amazing tool of how we can prioritize our tasks. Thank you for your time. I'll see you soon. Bye.